Alright, picture this. You're crafting your ideal city, a beautifully interconnected network of roads where everything just flows. It's peaceful, it's orderly. Then a week later, your peaceful city turns into a raging inferno of traffic jams. Well, my friends, welcome to Mini Motorways, a delightfully infuriating and possibly one of the most unexpectedly cozy games out there. At its heart, it's a minimalist strategy puzzle game, and it gives you what sounds like a very simple job. Draw roads to connect homes to buildings in a growing city. So it's clearly got minimalist charm, but could it be a cozy game? One of the first things that grabs your attention when you fire up Mini Motorways is its unique look, with a vibrant yet clean style that really makes it stand out. The screen isn't cluttered, you only see what you need to see, which definitely helps to create an initial vibe of calm and coziness. Each map, whether it's Los Angeles or Tokyo, has its own colour scheme, often soft pastels or bold, complementary colours that are just nice to look at. These colours aren't just for decoration, they're key to the gameplay as well, with houses and destinations colour-coded. The animation is subtle but really satisfying. Tiny blocky cars glide along roads you've laid down smoothly. There's a gentle rhythm to the city as it expands, and this slow growth combined with the clean lines and lack of visual clutter can create a really cozy atmosphere, especially when you're just starting a map. The visual feedback of seeing your city thrive really draws you in, but as the city grows and things get more complicated, the same minimalist design can become a sprawling, tangled web. With the sheer number of overlapping roads and colours, it can start to feel less peaceful and a lot like a spaghetti junction. So while the visuals definitely start out strong on the cozy front, the atmosphere of the game may not help the game stay cozy over time. The music overall is ambient, matching the calm and simplicity of your new city and road network. As your city grows and gets more complex, the music subtly adds more layers, becoming more intricate, but not as intensive. So it's a 2 out of 2 for atmosphere, as it creates a smooth experience that's surprisingly serene for a game about traffic. The gameplay of Mini Motorways is really where its cozy potential gets put to the test. The basic idea is simple. You connect coloured houses to their matching destinations using a limited stash of road tiles. Each in-game week you get a fresh batch of road tiles and a choice of 1 or 2 special tools. Managing these resources is key. Do you use the precious few motorways now to fix an immediate jam, or save for a crisis you know is just coming? The early game in Mini Motorways often feels incredibly calming. You've got plenty of space, not too much destinations and a lot of road tiles. And drawing those first connections and watching your little city start to hum is deeply satisfying. You feel like you're in charge, the architect, the planner, the one bringing order to this digital world. The level of control you get in this game is a big part of why it can feel cozy. You're not reacting, you're creating. But are you though? Later on in the game, it really doesn't feel like that. It starts to feel like you're just putting out fires and reacting to the randomness of the hand that you're given. The city expands whether you're ready for it or not. New buildings appear in awkward and sometimes infuriating locations, often without warning and with no regard for your carefully planned road network. You're reacting more than you're building later on in the game, as your role shifts from urban planner to emergency responder, patching holes in a system you never really felt you controlled. This paradox is particularly fascinating. Is it cozy to have so much control and then watch the system you built buckle under pressure? For some, the challenge is part of the coziness, the engrossing puzzle that totally absorbs your attention. For others, the moment calm planning flips to manic crisis management is exactly when the coziness stops. Mini Motorways is a game that lulls you into a sense of calm before systematically taking it apart, only to give you the chance to try and rebuild it again. The upcoming creative mode, set for August 26, 2025, seems like it will really lean into that cozy feeling though, letting players move and rotate buildings, change colours, and basically build without the stress of failure. This new mode in itself kind of admits that the main game, brilliant as it is, isn't always the relaxing ride you think it is. So it's a 1 out of 2 for sense of agency. There's a cozy beginning, but the chaos creeps in faster than you can build a roundabout. Progression in Mini Motorways feels both natural and real. Each game starts simple, one house and one destination. As you successfully connect them and keep traffic moving, your city grows. This usually means more road tiles and choices of special tools like motorways, bridges, tunnels, or traffic lights. Unlocking a much needed bridge to cross a river or a set of motorways to bypass a congested area feels like a big win. This clear step-by-step improvement and seeing your city visibly grow gives you a real sense of progress. Mini Motorways is a master of the slow burn that can quickly turn into a full-on fire though. The game doesn't get harder, it just gets way more complex. What started as a gentle exercise in connecting dots becomes a frantic battle against chaos. Suddenly you're juggling multiple separate networks, desperately trying to stop any single destination from drowning in uncollected pins. This shift is pretty much the defining feature of playing Mini Motorways. So there is a sense of progression in Mini Motorways, especially mechanically. You do get better over time. You start to recognise patterns, you learn to avoid funneling 6 roads into one roundabout. Always going to be a disaster by the way. But this kind of progression is player driven and not game supported. The game doesn't really reward mastery in a satisfying way, and there's no incentive to revisit a map once you've done it well enough. So it's a 1 out of 2 for progression. It teaches you how to be better, but it quickly ramps up the complexity and forgets to reward you for managing it. Hey there, just a quick pause to say that if you're enjoying the chill vibes and discovering new and unconventional cozy games, subscribe to the channel. If you wanted to support the channel a little bit more, you can also give this Slothee a coffee. And trust me, I need the energy. You can find the link in the description below. And now, back to the video. The game has so many different maps of different cities, each based on real places. And each map throws unique geographical challenges at you, with different layouts and often a different rhythm to how it expands, so you need fresh strategies every time. Beyond the standard game, in Mini Motorways there's daily and weekly challenges, which add special rules or starting conditions, which does push you to adapt and try new things. These elements can stop the main gameplay from getting old and give you a sense of replayability in the game. Replayability gets another boost from the fact that the building placement is random. No 2 games are ever exactly the same, even if you're on the same map. A strategy that worked brilliantly one time might be totally useless in the next, just because that crucial blue square building decided to appear on the other side of the mountain range. How dare they? This randomness, while sometimes annoying, is also a powerful reason to play again and again. The leaderboard system, where you can compare your scores with friends or players worldwide, adds a competitive touch for those who want that. And of course the upcoming creative mode, launching in August, is set to massively increase replayability for a different type of player. This mode is going to be perfect for players who want to treat Mini Motorways as a pure, cozy sandbox experience. The strong replayability in Mini Motorways means that it can be your go-to for short bursts of focus play or longer, more immersive sessions. Being able to quickly jump into daily challenge or spend an hour trying to beat your high score on your favourite map makes it a versatile and lasting title. For many, this reliable engagement and the promise of a fresh challenge each time, paired with the satisfaction of slowly getting better, contributes to a different kind of coziness. The comfort of the familiar yet always evolving favourite game. But here's the catch, and you knew one was probably coming. Whilst the cities change, the core gameplay loop doesn't. Every session is gonna start to feel the same. Every tool behaves the same, and you don't unlock new mechanisms or strategies over time. You just reapply the same tools in a slightly different configuration. This is especially prominent in the early stages of each city. The first 5 minutes of Los Angeles, for example, is going to feel like the first 5 minutes of Tokyo. And you start to realise that the variety of the game that you thought was there is actually superficial. And when you dig deeper, there isn't actually a lot of variety in what you do across the cities. So it's a 1 out of 2 for replayability. It's definitely a game you can replay and you can drop in and out of. But it's a game where there's a variety in geography, not in the gameplay. If there's one category where Mini Motorways utterly fails as a cozy game, it's player connection. Simply put, there isn't any. The city you're building may be functional, even elegant, but it never really feels alive. There's no narrative hook to keep you emotionally invested, no personal stakes, no cozy little moments to stumble upon. You're just connecting red houses to red businesses over and over again to try and get a better score. This lack of emotional investment makes it hard to feel attached to anything you build. The buildings don't have names, the cars don't have personalities, and you can't really customise your city at the moment. The game is very systems driven and there's no sentiment behind it to invite players to express themselves or allow the game to create space for sense of belonging. That detachment might appeal to fans of minimalist puzzles or designs in games, but from a cozy perspective it does leave a very cold impression. You don't miss your city when you're not playing it, you don't think about it later, you simply close the game and move on. Mini Motorways may be elegant, but it's kind of emotionally empty. And cozy gaming is a genre that thrives on warmth and connection. And that's a pretty big reason why Mini Motorways might not feel like a cozy game. So for player connection, it's a 0 out of 2. It's a game of connections, but it never really makes one with you. So how cozy is Mini Motorways? Well, it scores a 5 out of 10, putting it in our not quite cozy category. It offers some hope of being a cozy game, especially in its early stages, and for players who find deep satisfaction in organisation and gentle puzzle solving. The visual and audio minimalism creates a gently soothing environment, while the act of drawing roads, connecting communities and watching your initial simple network function is deeply calming and rewarding. However, the game's core design includes a rising challenge that inevitably brings pressure, and for some, serious stress. The switch from serene city planner to frantic traffic firefighter can be pretty sudden. So what do you think? Do you find Mini Motorways cozy? Or does the late game traffic turn you into a bundle of nerves? If you have played it, have you mastered the art of the perfect roundabout yet? Or do you, like many of us, end up with spaghetti junctions? Let me know your experiences and your thoughts in the comments down below. And as always, thank you so much for watching today, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.